Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. Zube here. I'm going to do a collective reading. This is general. If you're interested in a personal reading, astrology, or tarot, my information is down below. These are timeless. I'm like, what's my spiel? I forgot it. Anyway, these are timeless. However, today it is currently April 15th. We have the moon just went into Pisces. So if you're watching it around now, or if you're watching it at a later date, you might be feeling really intuitive, very introspective. You could be having good, like kind of psychic impressions or ideas, or really wanting to delve deeper into your emotions or like the meaning of life or whatever. Or maybe you're just stoned and you ended up here. I don't know. All right, Bob is gonna help us out today. We're gonna do a Bob Ross reading. I'm gonna use the playing cards as tarot. And I love it because each card has a saying on it that I kind of incorporate into the reading. I'm gonna pull three. What do you got for us, Bob? Well, here's three cards right here off the bat. We got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a relationship card. That's the Two of Hearts. Let's get crazy. What the heck? Take a 2-inch brush. This is your bravery test. Ooh, I like that. How am I going to do this? Because I was going to do three, but I'm going to do two. I'm going to do two more. That's how I'm going to do it. Because I wanted to pull three cards, and the first card is supposed to represent us and where we are. So I'm gonna guess that all three of these represent us and where we are. We're wanting to connect with people. The way he's talking about be brave, grab a 2-inch brush. Maybe we want to connect to different people. Maybe we're looking at relationships differently. Maybe we're being brave about a connection, being creative, trying something new. There's something like that, but we want to connect. We're thinking about our relationships. 10 of Cups, 10 of Hearts. I really believe if you practiced enough, you could paint the Mona Lisa with a 2-inch brush. So the 10 of Cups is the Two of Cups is relationships. Cups are hearts, cups are emotions, spirituality, emotional fulfillment, connection. So the 10 of Cups, I call it the happy family card. It's kind of like knowing, like feeling the ultimate fulfillment and happiness emotionally, coming to the conclusion, feeling like you are solid in the people that you're with, that you're solid in your support, you're solid in your family, or and friendships, like who is going to emotionally support you. And so here we are again with the 2-inch brush. Like maybe it's about taking risks, right? Like we got the 2 first and then the 10 behind it. So we've got to really take a risk when it comes to connecting to other people. And what is behind both of those? The Ace of Diamonds, which is the Ace of Pentacles. Did you ever think you could just take a great big old brush and make all these beautiful little trees? You really can. All right. So these all represent what is going on with us internally. The way the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. Pentacles are earth energy. That's job, the beginning of a new family relationship, the beginning of a new friendship, a new, like a money venture or a health venture. Basically, it's earth energy. So, what do we put into the 3D? The reason I cover family relationships in that, like the cups are the emotional love, and the pentacles are the kind of like, families, friendships work together, like they create something more tangible on earth in the sense of a relationship. The cups can be kind of like romantic and all of that, but like, does it have the stuff that can make it work? So these are almost kind of like a progression to me. And I feel like where we want to be is the 10 of cups, but we've got to start with that too. We've got to take a risk and, you know, uh, like just take a 2-inch brush. It's a big old fat brush and, reach out to people, connect with other people. Who cares ultimately what it looks like? Or if you screw it up, you could turn it into a little tree. With the ace of diamonds being the pentacles, we want to create something new. And here he's talking about using a great big old brush and making all of these beautiful little trees. You really can. Like, you can do it. You just have to do it. Like, you just have to move forward and do it. But this is all like, I think we have relationships on our mind, whether that's love relationships, friendships, family relationships. It's that. Now, what is on that in front of us? We want our relationships to work, like that's that ace of pentacles. Like we want to create with them. We want to move forward. We want to create new little trees. We want to feel comfortable creating things, so we want to find people that we can co-create with. All right. And the external, so we're inside, we want to connect, we want to start new things, we want to have good relationships. And what we are being met with on the outside is the 5 of clubs, which is the 5 of wands. So that's fire energy, it's competition, conflict. It can be like friendly competition, more of a friendly conflict. Like it can be like encouraging competition, right? That like people who I don't know. The 5 of swords is like a brutal conflict, right? The 5 of wands is more of like an energetic, like we're competing. It could be a game, but it's activity, it's action. And that's how things grow, by like conflict and change and all of that. 5s are always changes, but it says you have to have dark in order to show light, just like in life. Wow. Well, that feels accurate. So on the external, it's like we want to connect with people. Um, we want to try new things. We want to build things that really work. But the way to get to that point, it is by seeing the dark and the light in ourselves, in others, in the world. And so right now I feel like things are really, I don't know, like cartoonishly exaggerated, if that makes sense. That's kind of what, like when I've been tapping in, I'm like, what on earth is going on? Literally, what on earth is going on? But um our thoughts are rapidly manifesting in front of us, and we might want to shy away when something feels off or not right. But the reason we're getting the 5 of wands is because we're actually meant to grow. We have to, it requires seeing the dark in order to see the light. So the more darkness that you see, the more light that is trying to come through. Now I want to pull a card for, what does God see? Uh, Four of Swords, Four of Spades. And the Four of Spades, Four of Swords, swords are our mind. That's mentality. This is prayer, meditation, keeping the mind quiet, not negative thinking. Anytime you learn, you gain. So we want to, and that's up in the God spot, and it's literally a card that means prayer and meditation. So we really want to, as noisy and chaotic, the Five of Wands can be a little bit of chaos. No, as noisy and chaotic as it might be in the outside world, we do need to find time to stay grounded, connect to spirit, find alone time. If things are hard, you know, pray, let your emotions pass through. But don't hide. We are really meant to be connecting right now. These are weird. I'm just going to pull a couple of weird cards. Yep. Love potion number 9. It's all about love. That's the point. I don't know if you can even see it's down here, but just keep love in mind. Ultimately, even if things are hard, remember to bring love back to a situation. If you have a difficult connection or a difficult experience with somebody, even if you don't tell them, but like when you walk away, just send them love, energetically. Or I don't know, sometimes I go, well, God, I know you love them. So, and then sometimes I also go, well, maybe they have a cat that loves them. But if they don't have a cat, I don't know. Anyway, it's like my funny thing. Well, if a cat likes them, I guess they're all right. But really, though, it's, everybody is just here doing the best that they know how. Give people grace. It doesn't mean that you have to like be in it or be treated like shit or whatever, but give people grace. Try, forgive others, forgive yourself. And again, I don't think, I'm not trying to say that we're going around acting like weirdos, doing this stuff out loud, but it doesn't hurt anything to say a prayer after you walk away from something, or if you are having negative thoughts about another person. We're fucking humans, man. Like, we're doing the best that we can, but maybe remember to be like, that's what namaste means. The divine in me recognizes and honors the divine in you, or the light in you. We are all divine beings. Tick, tick, tick. We have a clock. We're kind of biding our time. And sometimes, if a message jumps out at you from a card, that's completely acceptable around here. You're allowed to like read your own cards. That's sort of the point. If something speaks to you intuitively, but we've got a clock there. It's like we might feel like time is ticking. When I have gotten impatient, I've kind of gotten the message back of like, all right, what if you're in the situation that you're all ornery about right now? What if you're in that for like eternity? Like, what would you do? And I remember the first time I was asked that, and now I ask myself that. I'm like, well, I mean, well, then if I couldn't change it, then I just fucking give up and do whatever and be happy, you know? And it's like, well, then just do that now. That's surrender. And I didn't surrender to whatever it was, like wholly, not forever, maybe for like a minute, but it's that constant reminder. I think we're fine tuning lessons at the moment. Adventure, risk, jumping in, putting yourself out there. If conflict arises, oh well, that happens. It says adventure risk down here. You can't really see it. But yeah, there could be conflict. That's all right. It's like, don't shy away. I want to do. The snow leopard. So we have self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. Here's what I'm getting from that. Observe. Don't be afraid to connect. Don't be afraid if conflict arises. It is important to put yourself out there, to be out there, but we're we're learning self-reliance right now and knowing that no matter what happens, we're going to be okay. I wrote that in my journal today. Let life unfold in silent perfection. It's like let go of control. You really can't, you got to move around and do life, and your body parts move, and you get in your vehicle and it goes places and you do things, and but it's like not forcing things. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I've got for you this weekend. I'm doing this at night. Usually they don't get watched when I do that until the next day, but it's for whenever. I hope you're having a great day on Earth. Thank you for stopping by. Peace. Namaste.